Hey Capricorn, it's been a minute, literally like 2 weeks now, I think, over 2 weeks since I read for you guys. I'm not even here, but I'm here. We're gonna just go. Definitely feel guided to jump on right now. I've had so much support to be here, so we're gonna just roll with it. Starting your reading at 2232, 10:30 here PM. Interesting. $122. Present energy is like something coming through, just basically like the power of your beginner's mind, the power of beginner's mind, the power of your beginner's mind, the power of your, I want to say nonchalance, but it's not that. It's a detachment to ideas, an attachment to an image, a detachment from image. It's like not staying too long. What's kind of coming through is like the neurodivergent thing of role play, cosplay, of feeling like imposter syndrome all times, whatever you're doing, feeling like, you know what I mean, like you're acting doing that, or it's like never really, you know, I don't know how to explain this, but it's coming through as if to say, by not becoming anything, you're becoming everything. What do you want to become? Who do you want to become? You know, what energy do you want to become? Who are you really? What do you want to do? You know, it's like people go and get a job, and they're in the job for 10 years. They work really hard to be the best at what they've become, but then it's like maybe that's not ever really what they truly wanted to be or what they wanted to do. Maybe you strive to be a good person, but it's like for others there's an abandonment of self. Maybe you want to be strong physically, so like you're inspired by those that are physically strong, maybe that have many medals, like dedicate their whole life to their superior strength, physical strength, but never becoming. It's like a student mentality. Instead of like being a student and then teaching the lesson, it feels like learning many lessons. Maybe even not stepping up into certain roles, or stepping back when you feel called to step up for a certain season, for a certain amount of time. And that's not always the best idea, but it's coming through here like this has been a powerful move. This is like, this is wild. It's a powerful balance of everything. So it's like somebody that trains a lifetime to be the strongest human in the world. Learning from that, implementing those techniques, the mindset, the discipline, the motivation, the dedication, whatever it is. But maybe doing that for a month, maybe doing that for a week, maybe doing that for a year, maybe doing that for 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is, but not with the goal of becoming something outside of yourself. It's all in the toolbox, then on to the next thing. Maybe in terms of wanting to boost your creativity, being inspired by certain forms of art. Becoming an artist, but not becoming an artist that you are an artist, defined as an artist, limited in a box as an artist. It's like now you've got the strength of the superhuman and you're an artist. You've not become the strongest human in the world. You've not become the artist, but you are the artist and the strength. Then moving on to the next thing. You know, it's like an accumulation, but never quite becoming. But in every movement you've become. But this is something that you've got now, something in your toolbox, something that's there. And with everything that is kind of been integrated, everything that's been accumulated, all the lessons that have been learned, all of the progress is about to show up in like a wholeness with this star energy. It's like, you know, like training, being in training for a very long time, all different kinds of vibes, all different kinds of, I want to say like how you'd work in different departments. But this might be in terms of emotional, like working on your emotional strength, your emotional resilience, strengthening the heart. And then it might be mindset, then it might be like whatever it is. Tapping into the best of the best. Building yourself to the best you can in all situations, but in this student mentality, in this training mode. Bringing that all together. It's like, I see all now. I see what can be done. That you can be everything and all things and still be nothing. Not be defined by that. You're not labelled this one thing. You're not just this. You're not just that. But to be the best that you can be in all areas, whatever those areas are for you, in terms of we all have different things we want to work on, different things we value. It's weasel energy is what's coming through with this, like through the medicine cards, that weasel energy. Weasel could pick spirit's pockets and leave spirit questioning what happened, that kind of energy. It's like, it feels like a ducking and diving kind of energy. It feels like getting your hands dirty kind of energy, putting in the work, wanting to know, you know. But it's like this is coming to an end now. There's a time for you now to, you see how even this guy, his eyes are closed. You know, it's like in that stress, in that, you know, that 3D, that dense energy. It's like it's time to integrate and rise above. It's time to shift the mindset from scraping and scrapping and learning, not in terms of like we'll always be learning, but in terms of give yourself permission to be the teacher, give yourself permission to share, to shine. It's time to come out of the trenches by choice. You have passed this test. You've solved this season, I want to say. There's so many blessings in store because of the seeds you've sown, the work you've put in, the choices you've made, the integrity, the discipline. you know, like, but see, like, you can see the stress, the oxidative stress. It's time to let it all go now. For a minute. It's like, let it all go. Stop fighting. It feels like you're being asked to really drop into the feminine, regardless of gender. Let everything settle. Let all of the lessons, the wisdom, you know, let it all settle. Get out your own way for a minute. You don't keep going back to check if the flowers are blooming or if the fruit has, you know, if the tree has bad fruit. You don't keep coming back to check what the seed is doing. But there's something here now about getting out of your head and into the body. And in some places out of the head and out of the body. Some gamma meditation. Fly off for a moment. It's like, if you was to try and sit down and logically think about everything you've learned, everything you've done, the progress, the detours, you know, like all the information that's been accumulated here, like it's going to cause nervous breakdown energy. You're being asked to really use the spiritual side of things, which is in everything that exists, and to really tune into, you know, to your inner world and the ethers. Put the weight down for a minute. Because it's like, it's time for a shift. A shift is taking place, whether you're aware of it or not, whether you like it or not, but it's coming through like you are aware. And it is a want, it's a desire, as uncomfortable as it may be. Kick back, relax, take a minute, so that you can catch up. So that it's like your body may need to rest. 2244. You've done more than you realised. You know, it's like if you're just focusing, that 8 of Pentacles energy, like, you know, if you're just focusing on a task, or it's like if you're painting a huge picture on a canvas and you're just painting this one little piece, you just see that little tiny block of colour until you step back and see the whole, you know, the whole picture. You can't really register the masterpiece. You're being asked to step back a minute. Know you've done enough. There'll always be more to learn, but right now give yourself permission to elevate and to really drop into the feminine. Get into receiving mode. Tune into all the senses, sensuality. And you can do that with anything, everything, through the day, like smell, taste, touch, whatever it is. Tune into yourself, honour your thoughts, your feelings, self-talk, check in with yourself. How are you feeling? What do you need? Love on yourself, feel good. I feel like massage is really good for things like this, because it's like, firstly, your healing hands, palm of your hands on your own body with loving intention. You know, just to like lymphatic massage. I know I bang on about this, but it's literally saves lives. So some kind of massage, or just really connecting to your body, doing it yourself. As much as it seems like a luxury for someone else to do it, there's a magic that comes from doing it yourself. And I only know this because I've had no option but to do it myself because of meltdowns. So it's like, even whatever you're doing, whether you're brushing your hair, whether you're cooking a meal, whether you're cleaning, whether you're just sitting with yourself, having a drink, making a, like, whatever it is, to really connect to your body, spend time with your body. And literally, it's like, people say that, it's like, okay, yeah, I did this, I pampered it. It's like, no. like connect to everything like it's its own separate spirit, yeah? Like the energy of your leg, you know. A lot of the time, especially because of the way things are in the world, it's like we don't like ourselves. Like, oh, my legs are fat, my legs are too skinny, my legs are lumpy, my legs are veiny, my legs are cellulite, my leg, like whatever it is, or your arms, or your face, body, belly, whatever it is. And we create this disconnect. We have this hate for ourselves. When we're putting on our lotions and we're doing things, it's like, oh yeah, I don't like that bit, don't like that bit. Like, this just judgment on ourselves. It's like your body's listening to you. Your body's always listening to you, 47. It knows what you think about it. Change that firstly. It feels like right now you're being asked to really not be hard on yourself, to come back to love. Just to like really tune in. Like when I'm doing my, like I just use coconut oil or whatever, like if I'm doing massages or whatever, or just connecting, I will like fully tune in. Like I'll look at my legs. I'll normally sit on the floor to be grounded, like fully grounded, fully relaxed, and I'll like give thanks for my body. Like, thank you for my legs. I'll see if there's any pain, if there's anything that's like tense. Does this need help? Do you need help? Do you need me? Like fully love, not in terms of like doing this to look good, which is also great. That's a great thing to do as well. Like adorn yourself, love on yourself. But from that real unconditional, like, thank you for my body, my beautiful body, regardless of all that programming, all them things about this should be like this could be like that. Feel it come up, hear it, and it's like rewrite that. Even if this is in terms of business, whatever it is, because this is everything. In terms of energy healing, like I know like Reiki's, that word is, and in terms of Reiki, as a form of energy healing is literally what most people understand, but in terms of just energy healing is more of a general thing. Whatever you're doing, whether it's your business, whether it's your books, your accounts, your body, your mind, your love life, your whatever it is, there's a spiritual side to everything. Things can be cleared, things can be cleansed. Money, whatever it is, with intention, conscious action, things can shift. It feels like you've done a lot of things, physically done things, but now it's time to add a little magic, a little seasoning, a little spice, a little you know, Aquarian magic, a little like create space for the magic of things, which again is kind of slightly coming back to the beginner's mind, but it's like now instead of being a student of whatever it is you're learning, now come back to a student of spirit, 1922, you know. All right, great job, fella. Now sit down, you know, sit down a minute and get into this energy. You see all this stress? Oh, you know, it's just like, stress in the body, stress in the brain, you know. What do you need to do to get here? You can see the energy from the cards, so don't even just say, look, yeah. Yeah. Like, enough. enough. If something's not working in the physical, it's like, it's not about what's happening in the physical anymore. There's a reason why people that do the most still aren't rich. There's a reason why people do the most still aren't happy. It's a reason why people work 5, 6, 7 days a week, and are still struggling in some kind of way. Everything is spiritual. And it feels like you're being asked to tune in and see where you're energetically asking to struggle right now. If there's a chance for us to be at ease, the Almighty permits it. Where are you burning yourself out of frustration because you just have to do something to make something happen? Trying to make something happen because it's like out of the frustration of something not happening. But when everything's already happening, it feels like you're being asked to come back to trust. 2252. Come back to trust. Come back to the knowing that all is well. Yeah, future energy, 10 of Cups. Tending to your emotional health. It's like, you know what you're doing, you know how to do it. You might have already done it. But where are you actually at? Who are you being? How are you feeling? What's the inner world up to? Because it's like there needs to be a balancing of things. 222 for what it is you're trying to achieve. Some people aren't worried about being happy. Some people aren't worried about having that perfect life by design. Some people aren't worried about this, worried about that. That's not what's coming through here. What's coming through here is wanting to have it all, which of course is more than possible in terms of relationships thriving, love, friendships, family, business, joy, health, community, environment, inner and outer, whatever it is. Yeah. Are you available for it? Or are you absolutely burnt out and mullered trying to make it happen when it's already here, but you're repelling it because you're burnt out and you're asking to do more, or asking to... It's like the physical follows the energy. What energy are you putting out right now? What are you asking for? Are you asking for mayhem? Are you asking for more chaos in terms of struggles? Or are you asking for what's truly aligned? If you've asked to create some kind of passive income and you're finding yourself adding hours onto your day or working more, or like signing up to things that's having you actually doing more than you're doing in the first place to create the passive income, it's like you're not creating the passive income. You might do all of that, and then after doing all of that realize that this is the journey to realize you didn't need to do all that, and now you can just do this, and this is the passive income. But at the end of the day, just because that was the path to get there doesn't mean that you needed to go all the way around there to get there. 2255. Things are going to start happening where it's like itchy changes. May mean traveling somewhere, may mean going somewhere, because it's like, no. This is like, what's coming through this is like, what I do is I'll get a job and I'll save until I've got enough to start a business to do this because I want to build something. It's like, no. What you want to build, you can build tomorrow. You can build today. You can build next week. You can build... your plan's too long. You're on a long thing. Spirit's like, no, we ain't got time for this. Where are you doing this? This life, next life, and the life after that? It's like, you want to build a stressful life? Keep going. Or tune in and listen, because there's a shortcut. And the shortcut is the intuition. Physical follows the energy. Jeffrey Allen coming through. I swear, the day that I come across this guy's video was just like a breath of fresh air. It was years ago now. It was like a free one from Mind Valley I caught online from an advert or something on YouTube. Jeffrey Allen. Check out his story if you don't know already. But yes, so yeah, foundational factors. Oh, that looks sore. Yeah, fair enough. Got the 8 of Swords and Strength. I don't know what all that's saying, but that's... Lovers, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. What's this down here? Now I'm hearing caught in a trap. Can't get it out. Yeah, you got yourself out. You're stuck and now you're out. See, this is what's coming through here. How can you master the mind if it hasn't mastered you first? Do you know what I mean? Like, you got to lose your mind to find it, right? 222. If you just stay one level, one comfortable, you never go too far out the box, you never go too far out your mind, you never quite lose your mind, you never quite lose your this, you don't work out how to get it back. You know, like, if you're not in some kind of absolute shenanigan, you can't ever learn how to solve out of a shenanigan. Well, it's like, you could have been, you know what I mean, locked up with this bear, chilling for the longest time in that bear medicine energy as well. Like, it's cool. You tame the bear, tame your own inner bear. I don't, you know. Not even tame the bear, because a bear's not meant to be tame. It's like, make peace with the bear, chilling with the bear. No matter how bad it gets up here, you can't be affected in there. 222. This is a skill that it will save your life. 2727. Because when life tries to really take us under like that, especially in terms of, like, you know, those kind of thoughts where it's like just not wanting to be about, and when the mind is a crazy thing and not all thoughts are our own, and it's like there's a whole heap of things going on, the strength you have cultivated through this time is priceless. And the delay is not because you've not done enough. It's not because you've got to do so much more, run around like a lunatic right now. The delay was for this, because this is priceless, and now you've got that. You've already taken a lot of action that maybe you feel like you've not seen the results of, rewards of, the outcome of, or things haven't gone. It's like the seeds that have been sown haven't gone to waste. Something's coming through, my neighbour says to me, and whenever I say to her about, oh, like, I'm growing this, but it hasn't grown yet, or like, oh, I don't think it's, she's like, don't give up. Don't give up. Even if the plant looks like it's completely died and it's never got a hope again, don't give up, because it will come back. It will bloom again. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what the condition, no matter if you just can't see how it's going to happen, whether it's a year, whether it's 2 years, or it's just not even meant to bloom, trust it will bloom again. It knows what it needs to do to be reborn, no matter how much time that takes. And it's like, there's no outside thing that can measure that or know that when it's the right time, but you'll know. And no amount of self-doubt, no amount of outside noise is going to stop this now, because it's like the strength of your mind is on another level. The Moon and the Chariot. There's an emotional healing that's taken place here. Emotional healing, 111. Pisces, Cancer energy coming through here with these two. This has been the key to your dreams. This has been the key to clearing some kind of karma. It feels like ancestral stuff. This is a clear path. Blessed waters, clear waters, crystal clear waters in terms of what you're receiving. in terms of something coming through from a video I watched, I think Maria, I don't actually know for 100%, I'm hoping that's right. But she just basically explains about how money, like when money's sent, that it goes through all these different hands, all these different businesses or entities or whatever it is, and it's like going through dirty hands, bad intentions. By the time the money gets to you, it's like tainted kind of thing, and that you can intentionally manifest blessed money. And there's this meditation she does where it's like watching the murky water come through, and then you intentionally shift it to clear running, you know, like beautiful glistening running water, before it hits you, like as it comes through this bridge, it comes through and it's like you're receiving this blessed money. I'm getting a little visualization of all of this right now, and it's just like, you shall prevail. This is it. This is a turning point. Tables have turned. Waters are flowing. Be water, my friend. Abundance blocks cleared. Emotional blocks cleared. This is a new life. But it's like, be careful and be kind to yourself. Not be careful, be kind to yourself. It's literally coming through like a newborn baby kind of energy. You know how it's like if you go to any spaces, you can't go to certain environments. It's got to be super clean. No chance of infection. No chance of... It's like you've decontaminated your waters. And this has been a journey in itself. Where you move from here, as you step onto the path renewed, that's on you. 222. Make wise decisions, because you've got a chance to have the most beautiful life moving forward. Yeah, top of the mountain. Beautiful life moving forward, to intentionally keep these waters clear, and to do so by keeping your intentions clear, cleansed, your heart. Like just stay in love. This is a massive shift. It feels like a timeline jump. You're not who you were. Something's done with. The book is closed. New chapter. And this is not even a new chapter. This is a whole new book. 333. Main character energy. This is going to surprise you as well as everybody else, because it feels like you've set out to create something, but you've not registered what's about to happen, or even as it happens, you may not even... People may be telling you what's happening before you've even really registered what's happened, or what's happening. Queen of Cups. There's a very humble energy coming through here. But again, this feels like this is a superpower in a way. You not knowing your own pizzazz is... It's protected you from a lot of nonsense in the recent months, past months. You've been protected from a lot of illusion because of this feel like you need to do more because you've been doing whatever you've been doing. It's like maybe you didn't need to do everything you've done in order to get where you're about to be, but it's adding a whole heap of bonus on top of it. And it's much better to have been doing what you've been doing and planting the seeds you have been than getting caught up in some kind of illusion. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Commendations, guys. Congratulations, guys. Death. Huge transformation. I'm crying. Some of you guys are like literally waiting for confirmation. This is your confirmation. It's done. It's done. It's done. Even if it's not here yet, it's done. No, it's done. That's the message that's coming through. Oh my goodness. And what is coming through this? And it's like, what do you mean it's done? When I'm telling you right now, if this message is for you and you're here, and you know if it's for you, you could be in the worst position, the worst situation, there could be something you've set out to create, something you set out to do, something you set out to achieve, something you desire, that you feel like you've done everything you could possibly do to make that happen, to create something, to bring something in, to do something, to become something, to whatever it is. You could feel like you've done everything you can, and that there is no way that you could have such a contrast in outcome from where you're at, or where you feel you're at, in terms of feeling like you've put in a lot of work to not see something in whatever area that is. No matter how much something looks like it's not done right now, it's done. That's what's coming through. Checkmate. Listen, bro. Yeah, it's done. It's actually done. It's done. Yeah. Guys, you're not about to be blown away, bamboozled. Breakthrough. Because what's coming through this is something you prayed for, something you've worked your ass off for. Your ass off for. Is about to appear, and it's going to feel like it's appeared out of nowhere. It wouldn't appear. It's not appearing to anyone else. This wouldn't appear if you hadn't manifested it. Maybe this isn't coming in the way you thought it would, or the way, or when you thought it would, or how you thought it would, or maybe you thought that it was going to be an instant thing in terms of a transaction, like you do this thing, get this thing. Again, create space for the magic and the wonders of spirit and the wonders of life and the wonders of the world and creation, because miracles are taking place right now. You've made these miracles happen, but now get into a place to receive them, because there's guys, your life's never going to be the same again, and it's not going back to where you started. This isn't one of them ones. This is a forever change. Yeah. Ace of Wands. Okay, some of you, 5 of Cups, the Sun, 3 of Cups. Some of you, there's fear of this miracle coming in because you feel like you're about to get, like, you know, like shooting star energy. Like you're about to just jump into, it feels like jump into a different planet, jump into a whole different timeline, jumping into a whole different thing. It's like, what's coming through is like that narrative of like the 3D, 5D split, and you're off in 5D energy, and the people you care about are doing other things, living in a different way, doing just like in a whole different vibration, a whole different awareness, a whole different thing, that there's actually some kind of choice here where it's like, maybe consciously, unconsciously, you've been delaying your own rebirth because you don't want to leave people behind. Like wanting to help a lot others along with you. It's like carrying everyone. But it's like learning the way, 1111. It's like learning the way how to get somewhere. But like while you're trying to learn the way or like navigate, you're also carrying the weight of everybody else that aren't actually ready to go, and maybe aren't even destined to go, or maybe don't even want to go and do certain things and shift certain things and heal certain things. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. Boundaries may need to be set, cords may need to be cut, dynamics may need to be shifted, maybe space is needed for a certain amount of time, but that doesn't need to be, you know, this is vibrational. Don't delay your own happiness. Don't delay what you've asked for. out of fear of leaving someone behind, because the only way you can really not leave anyone behind is if you go by yourself. Lisa Nichols' quote coming through about the door's only big enough for you. Like, you have to go through the door on your own. You have to cross that bridge on your own. And only once you've done that can you come back and get everyone else to take them. Do you know what I mean? To take them with you. But firstly, you have to go through that door. Whatever it is you're creating, whatever kind of life it is you're creating, or what it is you want to do, it takes so much time to try and get everyone on your page to understand or to explain why you're going this way, what they need to do to go this way, like, when maybe it's not even a concept, an idea, or a want. Firstly, it's like surrender and let go of everybody else and what's right for them. And, you know, like, you can set the intention of moving in a way that's gonna be for the highest good of all. But you're being nudged right now to take the leap and to double down on your own happiness, your own purpose, you know, doing things on purpose to create what it is you're creating, not to, like, it's like complete end to people pleasing. There is no time for it. And that doesn't mean being ruthless. And maybe that will be sad, but it feels like the relationships, people, places, and things that you're going to grieve don't make you happy anyway. They may be comfortable, familiar, and we like what we're used to, even if it's painful, which is why sometimes it can be hard to leave abusive situations, because it's like we're addicted, chemically addicted to stress, chemically addicted to pain, chemically addicted to mediocrity, I don't know. I don't know that word, mediocrity, I don't know. That we're, you know, it's like you want better, but do you? Because you don't have to have it. Maybe put your mind there. Because it's like, yeah, life's not short, but it ain't that long. So, choose wisely. Emperor. Temperance. Blood moon coming up, guys. Was it 14th? Two of Cups. The Magician. 722. Guys, it's a powerful, powerful, powerful spread. The Magician, the Emperor, Temperance, Sag, Aries, Leo. We've got the Sun, we've got Strength, we've got Temperance, we've got Chariot, the Moon, Hierophant. He came out earlier as well. Taurus. The Star, Death, Scorpio, Aqua, Aries. It's crazy, guys. Big breakthrough. Big life changes. A financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now. An unexpected supporter of your cause. Innovative, inspiring, wise, and theatrical. Let's see what this says. I never really read the book for these, but I feel it right near. King of Spring. Spring. It is spring. Spring. Alright, what is it? King. The King of Spring. Number 90. An inspiring leader, the King of Spring is charismatic and bold, with a flair for the dramatic. He's probably a leader in whatever industry he has chosen, but don't be surprised if you also see him in the local community theatre in the starring role. He does like the spotlight. The King is innovative and motivational, and he can lead people to do great things. He loves his family and is therefore quite the father figure. His warm and charming nature makes him very approachable. And he's willing to provide you with wise counsel. Just don't upstage him. He wants to be the centre of attention, and if you attempt to share his spotlight, you'll quickly find yourself standing alone. The King stands to show that he's ready to take action. His throne is adorned with a golden lion to show courage. Next to it, a pair of beehives, indicating his diligence. Additional meanings of this card: a financial windfall, an unexpected supporter of your cause, public speaking, promotions, or advancement in your career. Cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. So I'm like, well, what's this? Is this someone not outshining you, or you not outshining someone? What's coming up is, never read this book, really famous, everyone talks about it, don't even remember the title exactly, but it came up on YouTube once after I was guided to read it. I didn't read it, and I was like, okay, the God damn it woman, if you're not going to buy this book, listen to this. Didn't want to listen to it, fast forwarded through it, just one section of it that came up. My guide's literally like cussing me out. I listened to one section of it. Is it The Art of War, The Art of Love, The Art of Something, The Art of... I think it's... Why is it Art of War coming? But that might be a different book to what I'm even talking about, but that might be a book in itself. Anyway, something come up about not outshining your master, or not outshining your leader. Is it Art of War? Anyway. Alright, some of you, truly believe that you're bigger, badder and better than someone that's coming in to help elevate you, I want to say. Or it's like a divine thing. This isn't like some dodgy leg up. This isn't like some codependence vibe. This is divinely sent. This is blessed, divine intervention. This is divine support. This is a blessing for you. Something coming in. Some of you it's financial, but it's not just that. Others of you, it's like a helping hand in some way, or some kind of support, some kind of uplifting energy. For some reason, you're going to want to tell this person to do one. You're going to feel like this is an insult. This could be ego, but this feels deeper than this. This feels like somebody... Okay. It's like somebody, from an external point of view, somebody is above you, but from your eye line, you're like looking them in the eye. Like you're not really honoured by this. I know this energy so well because I'm like this as well sometimes. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one. The awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. Don't cut off your nose to spite your face. There's no need to be in scallywag mode. Someone's coming in with nothing but kindness and help and support and loving intentions, and it's like, move from me, fool. I don't need you, you need me. It's that kind of vibe. 222. Like, I'm not a charity case, don't look down at me, don't need no one, don't need it. Not looking up at them like, oh, do you know who I am? About who are you? Like, it's just you could have really be feeling burnt and a little bitter because people may have been really, and it's like maybe that's pushed you to really see your worth and know, like, don't look up at anyone, don't look down at anyone, look them straight in the effing eye. And maybe that is really it, and that's cool, and that's 100%. You're being asked to have some to soften yourself a little, to be personable, not people pleasy, but just open. You know, it feels kind of like that unhealthy feminine or unhealthy masculine energy, like not really going there. 23. The grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embrace how wonderful you are. Yeah, positive change is on the way. This isn't the time to change your plan or feel like it's not working. Or it's like some of you, this is something else coming through. It's like investing however many months or years in a dream and then it not happening the way you want it to happen. And then then it does come in, but it's not the way you want it to happen. So you're like, oh, if it's not the way I want it to happen, it must be a sign. Let me go and do something completely different. Or like somebody, being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity. Taking someone or something for granted. Discontentment with life. It's like nothing's good enough. Nothing's good enough. Nothing's going to be good enough. It doesn't feel like you've taken anything for granted yet, but it feels like there's something coming in, and it's going to be different for all of you. It could be a business opportunity. Some of you, this is a love thing as well, and it's more complex. Some kind of support, some kind of help. Come back to gratitude. It's like how many times you get bitten or burnt, you know. It's like come back to your own energy. Give everyone the grace of a first impression or a fresh start, instead of walking into situations with some kind of judgment or fear or defensiveness or I don't know, it's like a blasé kind of attitude coming through, a bit standoffish. It feels like you know what this is, you've seen it coming and you don't want it to turn up, but you do. What do you mean? Yeah. It's like, this is crazy. It's like, you know, something's for you, or you know that something, someone, or a situation is for you. You know that it's for you. It's crazy. Not everyone's going to get this, but if you're someone that knows that knows these kind of things and how, then it is. It's like, you know what's for you before it even arrives. And you may have known for so long that you've been there, done it, got over it before it's even arrived. It's like, oh, it's crazy. This is crazy. This has happened to me so many times. Yeah, it's like you've already let go of something or someone or a situation before they've even come in, because you knew they were coming in, or you knew that something was for you. and you've been knowing something's for you for so long, but it's not been there. That, oh my gosh, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. I've done this before myself. You know something's for you. All right, how do we say this? Say it's a job, yeah. Say you really want a job and you know that somebody's going to offer you the job and you really want this job. And you know that they're going to pick you and that they've already decided it's you that's going to get the job, but they haven't told you yet. And you're waiting for the confirmation and you know you've got the job. But now time's gone by. You know it was you that had the job. You've already been in that job. You know that thing of like how mentally you can be there. Like you've already accepted you had that job. Yeah, you knew you got the job. You've already visualised yourself getting ready to go to that job. You've already visualised yourself doing that. You've already felt what it feels like, how much you're going to make from that job. Because you put yourself there in terms of emotionally or visualising that. You know what it is. And then by the time you get the call to say, yeah, you've got the job, you're like, yeah, I celebrated it. I already processed doing the job. And I already processed quitting the job. No, I don't want the job. And then it may be a relationship. You get a thing like, oh, you're meant to be with this person, or this person's for you, or a situation, whatever it is. And then you're like, oh, okay, process it. Process being with that person. It's like, and then by the time the person comes in and it's like, oh, like it's all new to them, it's not new to you. And it's like, no, like I already processed this, been there, done that, I'm done. And you haven't even started, but you're done. And there's something like this coming through. Like you've already physically let go of the thing you haven't even got yet. And this is why it's here. Because you created this is some kind of detachment, some kind of crazy mad professor business. And it feels like this is so not even like you're not even aware of, like this isn't like a conscious thing. This isn't like calculated energy. This is like just like an open flow of like knowings. Either way, that kind of energy, there's something coming in where it's going to be one of them ones where it's like, oh no, like I knew about this so long ago, it feels like a past life. I knew, you know what I mean, them ones. It's like, it's not even this is old news. And it's like someone's going to question, like, why are you not excited? Why are you not grateful? Why are you not, like, absolutely astounded by this? And it's like, oh, I don't even want it no more. It's like, I know you've been thinking about this for the longest time. I know this, And it's, again, coming from, that, again, could come from an expectation of what you think people should do, what you think people should give, how you think people should be. Like, just because something's not on your timing doesn't mean it's not right. Because it's like maybe someone's delayed coming in, or a situation's delayed being there, or there's an offer that's been delayed because it wasn't the right time. You receiving information about certain things is for your protection, is for your information. It's not so that when it finally comes to fruition that you can dismiss it because you've already lived it in your inner world. Right? That's mash up. Oh my God, I do this. Oh my goodness. Alright, yo. Listen, be on top form, guys, from now, especially through the spring. Anyone coming in, you know, before you respond to anyone through the spring and summer, straight in the heart space, 333. You know, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Queen of Swords. And how do you do that? By filling your cup. How do you not be a little whippersnapper? By filling your cup. I let it overflow. Overflow. You know? Two, three, three, two. Rightio. Yeah, it's time to commit. This is a dream you've had for a very long time. Something is here. Guys, some of you really feels like you've really just given up, like, oh, whatever. About to go off and do something completely different. It's like, no, this is the time. The time is now. Ace of Cups. Keep filling your own cup, loving on yourself. Get into your body. The greatest form of spiritual protection is being into your body. Connect to your body. Movement. Again, the massage yourself. Movement. Some kind of somatic practice. Yeah. It's literally coming through like something's been so, like, you've created this dream from scratch. Like, no, there's no mold for this. 333 is what's coming up with this. It's like the difference between like how you have that mass-produced kind of things, or you have a one-off item that's been created by some kind of, you know, carpenter that does something by hand. That's a special way. You can't just make that in the factory. The machine don't do it that way. Like self-made, self-paid, Sally. Self-made, self-paid. Yeah, stop worrying. All right. What's coming through with this final thing? And this isn't always the case, yeah. You can't wish yourself into wonders. You can, but no. But where you're at right now in this specific message that's coming through with this is stop worrying about things. Stop worrying about things not flowing. Stop worrying about finances. Stop worrying about money. Stop worrying about where things are going. Stop worrying about investments. Stop worrying about things going wrong. Stop worrying about losing things. Who are you being? Because you can get a rich person with so much items and abundance and money and whatever that is constantly in a state of stress and survival and constantly has to keep fighting to gain and constantly has to keep fighting to keep. Is that who you want to be? Because you can be rich and stressed. You can be rich and sick. You can be rich and, you know, unhappy. Or do you want to be paid to exist? To really be in that place of co-creation. That's an internal shift. Hypnotize yourself, whatever you need to do. It's like, no matter how bad things are, if like everything's falling apart, just take a minute as a practice to just delulu yourself for a moment. Wherever it is, you can meditate, do it in the bath, and just cultivate that feeling. How would it feel right now if everything was actually fine? If everything works perfectly for me and everything's being orchestrated on my behalf, everything's being resolved, everything's falling into place, I'm always catered to, I'm always cared for, divinely protected, divinely provided for, complete trust, a complete surrender, and really getting into that place of gratitude. And even if it's like complete delulu, like, because I've been there on them delulu ones where it's like I got £1 to my name and I'm there like thinking I'm the goddess of life, letting myself know how rich and abundant and marvelous and and great I am, and connecting to my body and using all the things and abundance of things and not moving in any form of lack, even though it's like realistically it's tightrope energy, but my nervous system is like not knowing that anymore. Like, we're learning new things here, and it's like, then when I can cultivate that feeling, I can take action in that feeling, and the results reflect that. And it's not always the case, but right now it's like, maybe you have got like, there's a time to graft, or there's a time like to really go for it, take action, do what you need to do for you and yours, that 37, that masculine energy, that antelope energy. Do what needs to be done for you and yours, for family, clan and nation. But also create time to completely bask in the knowing that you are royalty, and to really feel that, to feel complete pleasure and the power of that pleasure, and know that all is well. Even if it's not, know that all is well, and it is well. Even if it's not, it is well. You know, them ones. Because there's so much power in that. We already pulled some fairies. Who else have we got here? Oh, animal cards. Let's pull one of these. Oh, the raccoon, the little bandit, number 46. Protector of the infirm and the elderly. Page 221 and 222. Raccoon, protector of the underdog, provider for those who have none. Do you wear the bandit's mask to hide the good deeds that you've done? Teach me to turn away from rich rewards or worldly acclaim, knowing that my generosity allows my warrior spirit to be reclaimed. Raccoon carries the medicine of the protector of the underdog and provider for the young, infirm and elderly. Often called Little Bandit by southern tribes, this Robin Hood of the animal kingdom teaches us about generosity and caring for others. When Raccoon comes your way, you're being asked to contact your inner warrior to become a protector and generous provider for those in need. Raccoon medicine people have the uncanny ability to assist others without allowing them to become victims or dependents. Like the tribal chiefs of old, Raccoon tends to the needs of the tribe before taking anything for itself. If Raccoon wandered into your cards today, the little bandit may be telling you to look around and see who needs your strength at this time. Speak up in defense of another instead of remaining silent when others are gossiping. Maybe it's time to share the bounty of your time, energy or possessions with the less fortunate. But remember to help those in need develop their own protector and provider skills. In all cases, Raccoon asks that you honour yourself and others equally. Provide for your own needs or your well will be dry when you choose to give generously. Chiefs earn their eagle feathers when they promote every human's right to self-dignity. Acting in this manner brings that same honour to yourself and to your family. Page 221, 222. I'm going to leave it there, guys. If this did resonate, like, share and subscribe. I'll catch you soon. Sending so much love.